Chun there. We had a great conversation and exchange, and I'm looking forward to keeping in touch. I'm sure we're going to be able to do some business together.
Same here.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
I guess I'll give a shout out. He's not here today. Jay Waddell, who's been just been overwhelmed, which is why he hasn't been coming the past couple of weeks. He and I look like we're going to be working together on that project that he expressed during a meeting several weeks ago. And so I'm just excited at the prospect. I because of my background, I'm just excited. Exuberant isn't even high enough to phrase how I feel about doing something that pioneering.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I'm
Moshe
sorry.
has got quite a interesting system, and if you haven't used it, if you haven't tested it, it's really something that you should try. So talk to Mr. Math.
Moshe, where are you based out of?
I'm in New Jersey.
New
I'm
Jersey.
actually I'm literally 25 minutes outside of Philadelphia. But the fact that what I'm working on with Jay is something different. He's involved, for someone who knows, he's involved with um, both wholesaling and all kinds of, as it relates to both almonds and to walnuts. And I think there's a way I may have the connection to try to see if we can set up an exchange on that commodity. It's not going to happen right away, but much like this group and anything else, it takes a while to build up. But I think we can make it happen, and I'm just excited at the prospect of making that kind of contribution, which could help, especially small farmers around the world who are growing it.
Beautiful. Well, we do have some guests today. We're going to do guest introductions after we come back from our first breakout session. Um, I just want to share something. I said to Bob before we started the meeting that, you know, with AI now, we're creating a lot of content, but is our conviction really coming through? And do we really need more volume of content or do we need more value? And so that's just something that um, just as a subtext or a thought. But let me pull up our first breakout room question. The question today is, who is the one person you're building your business for now? Who is your one ideal client? Like, get granular over this, okay? Um, don't just say I work with accountants or I just work with business owners. I work with early stage business owners who are, frustrated because their business isn't growing fast enough. You know, your person, we're gonna get a little deeper into this when we go into breakout room number two. But for right now, and how many people are here today? We got 15, so let's see. Four. So who's the person? Who's your ideal client? Who is that person? Profile them. Let us know. How can we, as a networking group, how can we refer people to you if we can't identify them? Uh, get granular with this, and we'll go ahead and do this. And we are going to go for 5 minutes. So have fun. And when we get back, we want to share what did you learn about other people. Sharing, we want to know a little bit about you, but we really want to know, like, your investigators bringing back great information for the rest of the group. So go have fun. Hello, Eileen.
Okay. You know
Did
those
you get
days,
invited? Did you
what's
get
that?
invited to?
Into a room? Wait a minute. Oh,
Yeah.
I was trying to get into my Zoom. I was getting in my Zoom, but I was trying to get it back up on my phone. So let me see. Uh,
You are assigned to room 2.
more, right? More. Oh, nope, that's not it. Let's see. Room 2. How do I get in there on my phone? Um, breakup.
There you go. Ah,
I was in a room all by myself.
okay, let me see if I can put you in a room with somebody else, with some people.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm still trying to figure out these breakout rooms a little bit. Let's see. Let's move you to room 3. And there we go. Move to room 3. We're in a breakout room. All right, everybody's coming back. So we were talking about that one ideal client. We're talking about that one ideal client, getting real granular. Any shares? Let's use the hand raising feature. You raise your digital hand.
Okay.
Robert,
Yes, I
Bob
learned.
raised his hand. You will
Yes,
go to you next, Bob.
I learned from Bob what it was like to be in a physical environment, how he managed to work through COVID and change over to Zoom and taking care of people in that way. And what I learned from Roy was how he was committed to having veterans have a life. in manufacturing and high tech and stuff like that. So I really got how much they want to change and transform the world. So that's what I got out of the meeting today so far.
I got a general question for the rest of the group. Can I share it?
Yeah, go
Sure.
ahead.
Yeah.
Who wants to grow their business? See a show of hands. Yeah.
It's unanimous.
Moshe, you don't want to grow your business?
Of course not.
He's got too much business, too much monkey business.
Yeah.
Is there a follow-up to that, Bob?
Well, my experience is everybody wants to grow their business. And so
Yeah. So then there's the nitty-gritty of how we do that.
exactly. I call myself, by the way, a LinkedIn junkie. I'm addicted to LinkedIn, been doing it for well over 25 years. And can you imagine what Zoom was like before COVID?
I was using Zoom before COVID.
Were you?
Yeah, I was.
But look what's happened to Zoom since COVID.
Well,
It's
it's the
exploded.
platform,
Pardon me?
but it's the people on Zoom.
Oh, of course.
It's so. Are there any other shares from our last breakout? Did you learn anything?
Well,
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Who?
Yeah,
Moshe?
I'd like to say that Al Farber, just does financial advice, and I was kind of interesting. It was for anyone from like 20 somethings that are just trying to figure out how to set up a 401k all the way through. Let's say somebody with a 5 million portfolio that doesn't really have been doing it themselves, trying to save 1%. That's his focus and his efforts. And we just had a very started an economic conversation. I'd like to follow up on Al about the financial outlook and general trends, but I was impressed with the discussion.
You know, here's an idea for people that are in the financial planning. Okay. Partner up with an optometrist. Okay. So here's the deal. People are going wrong in life. They don't have to wear glasses. They start getting older and they get their eye exam and now they need to wear glasses. And that optometrist, is like, why do I have to wear glasses? I had good eyesight all my life up until now. Well, and then the optometrist says, well, your eyes are changing. And you know what? Other things are changing too. Have you changed your investment portfolio? As you get older, you need to take some of these things into account. So, an optometrist is there when life is changing, and they could be making that referral into the financial planner because if your eyes are changing, are you planning for the other changes in life, including your retirement and your finances?
Bingo.
Any feedback on?
That's great. I might use that.
I hope you do, because
Yeah.
that's an outstanding
Yeah.
that's an outstanding example. Seriously.
There's
Moshe, you had your hand up.
Yeah, I had a meeting. Now I have to find her name again. I apologize.
Sure.
It was but with Laura, and I really love. I mean, it's funny because I've never been to Peru. I've not been to Latin America, but listening to what she was doing, it's just enthralling. So I'm hopeful that some of the suggestions I offered might be helpful for her to grow her business.
Yes, thank you for
Yeah.
those. That was great.
there's some
Yeah,
outs too. We should
go ahead, Roy.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I wish the breakout room would have been a little longer because Robert Chun was explaining how he helps businesses grow, but then he got into the change of apparently a father owning the business and then transferring it to his son and all the issues that come up there. And that was really interesting. I wish we had more time because I would have liked to have learned more about that.
That is a
Are
great
we on
point,
for a Zoom
Roy.
meeting at
And
9:15 this morning? Question mark.
Phil,
so
you're on.
that's a great point, Roy. And what I want to recommend is that you all make sure you share your contact information, your Calendlies, and let's do one-on-ones because 5 minutes is enough. We're back. You know what though is what you learned, Roy, is you learned enough to know that you want to learn even more. And And that's where the magic happens is, the 5 minutes that gets us started. What's really powerful is when you actually spend some time with each other and really nurture these relationships we're starting these relationships here and we're developing them here, but take it offline and expand on it. Go ahead, Moshe.
I was going to say, Roy, I'm going to suggest continue on with Robert Chung because obviously he's interesting. And I've spoken with him in group session, but yes, you do, is reach out to an estate attorney that you might know because they would have a background in that issue, and that may also be a good relationship for you in the future for what you do.
Yeah, I've talked to Robert before, but this didn't come up, so I'm glad we had the
No, I am too, but I'm saying also to reinforce it and take it further for your benefit because
yeah,
of what you
yeah.
do. You want to
Oh,
also
yeah.
start connect with estate attorneys.
Yeah, and it affects Phil too, I believe. So, this is a powerful thing that goes many directions. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Thanks, Moshe.
All right, new guests. Tony, I know you were here last week, but were you able to fix your microphone and your video? Yes, no, maybe. Well, I don't know. Do we have new people here? Um, oh, Tony still got some tech problems, it looks like.
Is Tim new?
Jeff Barker, go ahead.
Can you hear me okay? I don't know if my mic is working.
We can hear you now.
Okay, great. Yeah, I don't have video on this computer, but hopefully next week I'll be on a video computer. But yeah, I spoke with Bob last week and he invited me to today's meeting. So I'm just checking it out and seeing what it's all about. I'm a bookkeeper for about 3 years and just trying to get my business up and going because it's been part-time and now I'm trying to make it full-time.
Where are you out of?
Southern California.
Got it.
So I'm kind of close to Robert, it looks like, judging by his area code. I'm
Hey,
in Riverside.
hey, Jeff, don't feel bad. I've been told I have a face for radio.
Hey,
I'm sure I do too.
Jeff, I just put my contact information in the chat. Let's do a one-on-one.
Okay,
Love
thanks.
to get to know you. All right, Tim. Tim, I know from another networking group, but he's new here. Tim, why don't you do a little self-introduction? I think you're new to the group, aren't you?
Yeah, this is the first one I've managed to get onto. Yeah, so I'm based in the UK, but I do like so B2B IT support. So yeah, so every 20, 30 years experience in the corporate background. So I've worked with there's probably more background systems I've worked with than I can. They say you sometimes forget things over time. Yeah, that's me. I said I'm always the one keeping things working or helping businesses give them the ability to grow with the right systems in place for that when they may not have made the right decision the first time round. But that's
Is
what
there
it
a
is in a
certain
nutshell.
kind of system? There's a certain kind of system, Tim, that you specialize in. I mean, the word system covers a lot of things, but
I think the key ones that I tend to specialize in are the CRM DMS integration. So particularly ones with said web big one now is if someone fills a form website to CRM, for example, a lot of people don't do that, so they double entry every single time, and it causes problems down the line. So yeah, it's a lot that's kind of stuff. So are people ready to grow and have they got the right things in place? Is normally where I come in. So
Who's your ideal client? Give us a rounded understanding.
If you've got a business and it's growing, it's really booming, as it were, and suddenly you're finding all your time is you're bogged down in admin things you've got to do, or you want to go for my background work as what the ISO accreditations for the multinational working within the multinationals company. So people that I would say going for an accreditation or the company's growing and they're losing time more than they're having to do a lot of repeat exercises is the simple way to word it.
very good.
Good explanation.
Tim, everybody reach out to Tim, make him feel welcome. Try and do some one-on-ones. You can get to know Tim, and Tim can get to know you. And he's across the pond, somewhere in the UK. And so we want to start talking about breakout room number 2. So I want you to wrap your mind around this. A lot of times in our business, when I'm working with a client, 2 questions I ask right away is who's your ideal client, which was our first breakout room, and what problem do you solve for them? Now it's really amazing. I ask people, what problem do you solve for them? And they start going into their solution. And I don't want to know your solution. I want to know, if you're going to meet your client, you don't meet them in the solution, you meet them in the problem. They hire you to get the solution. And so, what is the one urgent and important problem your ideal client wants and needs a solution for that you can help them with? What's the one urgent and important problem that you help them solve? So, Marilyn, she helps do dream build coaching, but the problem is their dreams aren't happening. They're not fulfilled. Okay. And all right. So I'm going to formulate the breakout rooms here. And so I really want you to, one of the things I learned from my mentor, Jay Abraham, is that when I work with a client, I'm not working for the client. I'm an advocate for my client's customers. I'm looking at the business through the customer's eyes. And so that's what we want to do. Breakout rooms here, recreate the rooms. We got 5 rooms. Let's go a little 6 rooms, so there'll be smaller rooms. So what's the problem? Who's your customer? What problem do you solve for them? Let's see, William, you're in room 1. Bill Schweber, William Schweber,
Yes, hold
you're
on.
in a breakout room now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No problem. You were napping. and they come back. All right, everybody's coming back.
Hey, Joe, I got a quick question.
Yes, sir.
We came back and it said recording in process. And so does that mean when we're in the breakout sessions, it's not being recorded?
Correct.
So I can, oh, good. So I can say whatever I want about you.
Joe,
It's
he already
You'll
did.
never know.
Freedom of speech.
Of course,
Joe, I
Bob knows I do that right in front of his wife. So.
Joe, I got transferred from one room to the other. Was that a part of a plan?
All right, all right. Let's digital hands. Digital hands are wonderful because I can actually be fair and treat people in order. Have they hands that are raised?
Okay.
And I want to know, what did you learn about the
I didn't
problems
double
that
check her. I just
Somebody's
took her
talking in
word
the
for it.
background. Please mute yourself.
Sorry that we made you waste the trip.
Mr. Matt, would you mute yourself?
Don't me.
I also have this wonderful feature called mute all. Robert, go ahead.
Yes, I just want to ask you, I got moved from room to room. Was that part of a plan?
I saw that you were in a small room and I wanted to, I didn't mean to be rude. I was trying, actually, there were some people alone. And so I moved you into a room. I was trying to balance the rooms out.
Okay, I feel balanced. Thank you. That was it for me.
Did you learn anything? You know, any
I
shares?
learned Tim is really somebody who does proactive work. I think of a computer repair, IP or intellectual property or software repair as somebody who actually handles the problem after it breaks. He's the guy that goes in beforehand and stops things from happening. So it's a very interesting way he runs his business. I didn't know. That's one thing I learned.
Proactively preventing the problems.
Yeah, that's kind of new for me.
Al
Thank you.
Faber. Al Faber's raised his hand. Thank you.
Yeah, so got to spend a little more one-on-one time with Moshe, which was great. So I didn't know he was so multidimensional, number one, and I didn't understand on his product side when he talks about all the time that the physical aspects of it as well as the, the brainwave aspect of it. So I learned a bit about him, and we're gonna connect so I can learn more.
Yeah, that brainwave stuff sounds really interesting. Moshe, go ahead.
By the way, let me just make this official. There's no sound coming from my end here a moment ago. I'm by myself. My wife left me. Anyway, and that's not meant negatively. She's away. But no, I had a meeting with Al, and it was just interesting because we took your example earlier of the optometrist, and Al described the people who come to him usually are the people who have a problem with their eye, as opposed to being seen long before, so that the problem doesn't affect the eye.
Okay, great. Yeah. I saw, was it William Schweber? You raised your hand. You're muted. You're muted, William.
Okay. My legal group is having a meeting on August 28th to talk about IP. A lawyer is going to be presenting. Anybody who's interested, reach out to me or reach out to Moshe, because we hope to have a large number of people there who have IP and they could be in good set of contacts for you.
Fantastic. Bill Wolfstein, I see you have your hand up. Thank you for using the system.
Yeah, great. Yeah, no, it was really interesting. Bradley Kirkham was describing he helps people like no matter where you, as a travel agent, can do the booking and scheduling. But if you're in crisis, have a problem, lose your bag, you have to rebook flights, and 24/7 anywhere in the world, he can help you to resolve that problem and I get you back on track. So that was kind of an interesting profession. Nice to meet you,
So what's the
Bradley.
problem? What's the problem he solves?
Like my understanding would be like if your flight is canceled or if you have some type of interruption and you've got an emergency and you need help and assistance.
That's beautiful. Marilyn, who are you with?
In our last breakout room,
Yes.
I was with David.
What did
And
you learn about David?
yeah, I learned that David is a realtor in California, and he helps families to relocate when they are ready.
So what's the problem? The problem is you need a lifestyle makeover. You need a location makeover, right?
I'll let
David,
David tell
what
that.
did you learn about Marilyn?
So Marilyn is a excellent coach, and she specializes with women, both at a personal level and at a business level. And the problem is that they are stuck or not feeling fulfilled in their lives at where they are. Is that about right, Marilyn?
Absolutely correct. Thank you.
Great. Now, Bradley, you came in the middle of a breakout room, but what did you learn? Open up your mic. You're muted.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually didn't learned about Marilyn's job and business on the second breakout and everything. Of course, with David on the relocation and everything like that. And for the most part, that's really about the point where I came in. So I don't have a whole lot more information on that.
All right. And we have Burke Franklin got here. Burke, you didn't have a chance to be in that last breakout room, but we talk about, who is your ideal customer? What problem do you solve for them? And so we
Yeah.
don't want to hear your solution. We want to meet people in the problem. What problem do you solve for people, Burke?
One of the problems with what I learned from Phil is that most of these people want to sell businesses, and more businesses they're not sellable, or they're a train wreck behind the scenes. So how do you fix up a business and stage it so it can sell faster at a higher price?
That's a solution.
That's the
Yeah,
problem.
they don't know how. They don't.
They want to sell their business faster for a higher price.
May I
but they're
just
not ready for prime
may I
time.
jump in and explain my opinion what Bert does and he and our friends. The best thing he
In
does,
terms of the problem he solves.
yes, he solves a problem of giving people realization of what their business is worth and how to go about figuring out how to increase their business to get the value they're looking for.
Okay.
How's that?
And the problem is they don't know how to do that, right? And then they
don't know
come
how to do
to
that.
work and then they know how.
Right.
Yeah, it's real interesting, it's real interesting. We don't go to the auto mechanic because our brakes are working. We go to the auto mechanic because my brakes aren't working right. That's the problem. Are your brakes not working right? Want your brakes to work right? You come to the mechanic and he'll fix your
Maybe
brake.
halfway through, so it shouldn't be too much longer. I could do it in the car and stuff.
Climbers, right? It's just
All right.
So by asking the
So,
question, Joe, we're talking about make sure that we get so into wrapped up into talking about our solution that it's like not asking the person, we are your brakes bad? We'll fix them. Versus we just fix cars.
yeah, and it's so powerful to meet people where they're at. And if we're just talking about I ask this web developers all the time, what problem do you solve? It's like, oh, I create websites and I do SEO. You didn't answer the question.
Right.
I have a website, the website promises that all of us, the internet's a multi-billion dollar opportunity. Okay. Is your website performing to that billion-dollar opportunity, or is it falling short? I'm not a web designer, I'm a web redesigner. I take your underperforming website problem and I help redesign it so it can perform and generate more leads and more sales and support your business. People are you. I promise you, I'm a business consultant. If you just talk about your solution and you don't meet people in the problem, you are losing, a large amount of business because people aren't, you know, you know, if I go around saying I made millions of dollars, that doesn't connect with people. But if I say I made millions of dollars, but it wasn't all that always that way, I used to struggle. And you want to know how I got out of it? Okay, when meet people in the struggle, not everybody can relate to the success, but everybody. Is there anybody here that relate to struggle?
Yeah.
Like we can all relate to struggle, right? So, so now let's do
Like
another
if I
breakout
can,
room.
Joe, if I
Yeah,
can,
go
real quick,
ahead.
I'd like to give a big shout out to Burke Franklin. I think Burke. I don't know if you remember Christian Anderson. He's a medical billing company, had an algorithm. He developed that base, and I introduced him to Burke I don't know, a couple of years ago, maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, whatever, for some business planning to raise some funding. I don't know what all the interaction was, but what I know is he just sold his company to one of Fortune 500 company. They're going to roll him up, and he had part of his initial funding. I know that he benefited a lot from talking to Burke, from using business power tools. So I just wanted to give a little bit of, I don't know all the particulars, but I know that he's under contract, and he sold his company. He's going to be moving up the food chain.
Very good. Okay, time for a new breakout room, guys. Now we talked about who is your ideal client, and then we talked about what problem do you solve for them. Okay, now we get to sales pitch a little bit. Have fun with this. What is your offer? Oh, let me share my screen real quick. What is your one thing that you can offer to help solve your ideal client's urgent and important problem? What is your offer? So, we're not just sales pitching to each other. We want to know what your offer is. Not necessarily because we're going to buy from you, but maybe we know somebody who could buy from you. Okay, so I had those breakout rooms set up. We're going to do 5 rooms this time. And let's go. What's your offer? Hi, Laura. You're in room 3.
Yeah.
Let's do a little hand raising. What did you learn about somebody else? Bob, you gotta learn how to use your digital hand. I'll let you go because you're the boss, but go ahead, Bob. You're muted.
Got all this technology. No, it's really about, it's not about you, it's about others. How can you help other people? That's, I was explaining the B&I mentality, givers gain. Don't talk about yourself, talk about others. How can you help them?
Yeah, what can I do for you is a great question. We should all be in our little toolbox. What can I do for you? What can I do for you? Or what do you need help with? What can I do for you? Moshe,
No,
so you got your hand.
yeah, yeah, I do. I'm sorry. Stretching. So in my case, we had a foursome. So it was quick. Tony was off camera, but I was fortunate enough to understand what he does, so I was able to explain it on his behalf. And hope he'll grant me a chance to meet with him. So that was Tony, which is he helps employees and employers save money by offering supplemental insurance, and in the process, they're taxed on a lower income, and which is good for everybody involved. That's Tony. Eileen works with people who have a negative cash flow or underwater because they have higher payments than what they end up with their checks. And she helps resolve and turn that around so there's greater cash flow. And probably part of it is probably teaching people how to make coffee at home instead of Starbucks. But we didn't talk about that today. Um, I'm trying to think who the other person is. Hold on a second. I gotta find him. It's TK. Did I get it? Is he on? Damn it. Let me look one more time. I
Nope,
apologize.
not there.
He's not there?
I don't see
Okay.
TK.
It must be you know what? It's almost 5 o'clock over there, so it's time to drink. So he must have left us for that. For the pub.
No,
But
I'm here. Oh, yeah.
oh, you are here. Okay, I couldn't find
Yeah.
you. Thanks, Tim. Thanks for coming back.
Yeah.
Just to make me look
It's
bad, but thanks.
Tim Mail, but PKM is his company.
Yeah, that's right. So Tim's here, but anyway, the point is that his company is involved with figuring out what the problem is on what's wrong with their website and so forth, their design, and where their problems are, which could be varied, could be content, could be a whole bunch of other things, solves that problem and helps them move forward in what they're trying to do.
This is so cool. We're actually learning about other people. I love it. Phil, what you got?
Yeah, I had an interesting conversation with Laura Diaz in the chat room there, and he has background of doing business in South America, I believe in Colombia and Ecuador, if I remember correctly, and is now doing some very high-end retreats. So maybe some business owners, and which I'm interested in learning more about. Yeah, in Peru, but the retreats are in Peru, so Laura, look forward to getting that information and on. With Jeff Barker's has explained has bookkeeping services looking to expand. I thought there may be some accounting or bookkeeping companies that I might be able to put him in touch with to affiliate to help him boost his business. Maybe get some work lined up there. So Jeff, we can touch base on that.
Laura Diaz, open up your mic. Laura is in Peru. She does retreats. And if you want to do your ayahuasca journey, I think she might be able to help you out. Laura, introduce yourself.
Absolutely. Hi, I'm Laura. I have a retreat and tour company in the Sacred Valley of Peru. I have been working a lot with thought leaders, but I'm trying to move more into corporate retreats. So if you know someone who's got a company and they don't want just another company party, they want an epic experience, I'm here to help them out. And we have a great referral fee of $3,000 to anyone you send our way who completes a retreat. So if you work with those kinds of people, send them my way. I'll make it worth your while.
Are you able to help also expedite getting passports?
Unfortunately, I don't have that ability, but yeah, but I can help anyone who wants to come to Peru. I've been in Peru for close to 10 years now, and I've got great connections. Anything you want to do, you want to bring your family, whatever you want to do, I can help you out.
Laura, I'm having a hard time finding you on LinkedIn. Are you on LinkedIn?
I am.
Why don't you reach out to me? Because I don't think we're connected.
Pop
Okay.
that link.
I'm under Karen and Bob, Caryn and Bob Friedenthal. Friedenthal.
All right. I don't have we didn't have anybody this week for the 7-minute spotlight. Show of a digital hand. Do you want to be on the the 7-minute spotlight? If you do, we'll feature you next week. No one's using there. Will Hanley, would you like to be the 7-minute spotlight next week?
What is it specifically?
You get 5 or 6 minutes to talk about your business with another. You have 5 minutes to talk about your business and spotlight you, and a couple minutes maybe for Q&A. So 7 minutes total.
Yes, Joe. Perfect. I'd love to do that.
All right, Will. Thank you for participating.
Sure.
We only got 3 minutes left. Al, go ahead.
Yeah. So just a call out for some help. So I've got I was at a meeting a few weeks ago with a few advisors, and there were some advisors specifically looking for tax preparers, tax professionals that can help some of the folks that were affected by the fires here in Southern California. So if you know folks with that specialty, please let me know, because I've got some folks looking for help.
Very good. Yeah, the fire wiped out a lot of people. Jeff, go ahead. We got 2 more minutes.
So, Al, I am a tax preparer also and a bookkeeper, so maybe we can touch bases.
So let's connect. Yeah.
And by
Yeah,
the way,
put my contact information in the chat.
Al, I also have someone for you. His name is Paul Levine, who used to come to these meetings.
Okay, great.
50 years of accounting experience and lives in California, not
Okay.
far from where that took place.
We got about a minute and a half left. I do have another appointment after this. Bob, you can stick a little around longer if you wish. But last minute, what was most valuable or useful about our session today? Any powerful takeaways? Raise your
The
digit.
breakouts were great.
I think your question of asking us to define the problem we solve is important, because it's so easy to get away from that and get into our solution and all our great stuff and completely kind of miss the connection to meet someone where they're at with, they've got a problem. Let's talk to your problem. And so they understand that we could come up with a solution because we actually understand the problem. So it's easy to get away from that.
It's life-changing. You will make more sales when you meet people in the problem.
Burke has quite a system too. So if you haven't talked to Burke about his system, I think you'll gain some knowledge base.
You have to have a lot of problems.
Takeaways.
Talk to me.
What was most valuable? Aha, insights, epiphanies. No? All right, everybody. I'd love to get your feedback. Feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn. And if you have any comments, suggestion, praise, we're trying to make these meetings more and more productive so everybody makes more money and thrives more in their business. So appreciate you being here.
Last comment, invite people to this group. I mean, this is a highly functioning group with a bunch of very smart people, and our whole key is referring business. So let's grow this group and make it higher functioning.
Share it with a friend.
Sounds good. Great meeting, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thank
See
you.
you, Phil.
Thanks,
Bye,
Phil.
Roya.
Thank you. Bob, I'll see you at 1 o'clock. I'm sorry,
Thank you, everyone.
10 o'clock your time?
Yep, you bet.
Okay, fine. Burke, can I call you right after this meeting?
Yeah, man. Thanks.
No, thank you. Goodbye.
See you guys.
Once again, thank you for allowing me to join you midway through, and look forward to meeting with you next week.
You got a deal.
Bob,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed it. I missed so much. I really wanted to be at the beginning of the meeting. I just, for next week, I just need to know
Oh, I think
specifically.
it's a
Probably
screenshot
something I'm
of
not doing
what
right.
I see on my screen.
Send me the
So
link for
I'll
next
get on
week.
right there and start reaching out to him. That's where he found me and sent me the invite. It was on LinkedIn.
Wait, say that again?
I didn't find you till late, and so for next week, could you send me a link or tell me specifically where to
It's
go?
always the same link.
I tried it 4 or 5. I tried it, I've been trying it for an hour.
Here, I'll send you the link.
It kept saying that the host hasn't started the meeting.
So weird. So
I
weird.
know, yeah. Well, it's something.
It's called technology.
Yeah. I finally went to your the actual meeting numbers.
Yes.
I used that, but then it said host is already in another meeting, so it was too late.
Huh, interesting.
We'll figure it out. I mean, I'm sure it's something I'm doing wrong, but I'm glad I got on the end of this. These are great.
Well, I was just going to say, if all else fails and you can't restart your computer.
Oh, okay.
A lot of times you build up cache, and that's what might have been creating that problem.
That might have been it, because if I put in the numbers, it did take me there, but it was too late. So I do know how to do that. Okay, very good. That's probably it, Bob. That's probably it.
I'm sure that's what it was.
Yeah.
I consider myself a software junkie. I love software. Learn. It's always about what's going wrong, not what's going right. Isn't that right?
Yeah. And so much is going right with your group, so.
Oh, this is a great group. Yeah. I'd love to see us grow it, invite somebody else.
Yes.
Group, because that not only will strengthen your relationship with that individual.
Yes.
But it'll be helpful for the group.
Well, thank you. I'd be honored to be able to have my friends come to that group. Be great.
Yeah. I mean, I used to have huge attendance.
Oh, really?
But it was face to face. Then we went to Zoom.
Oh.
And what a great way. COVID, as a joke, COVID was the best thing that ever happened to Zoom.
Yeah, thank you, COVID, actually, for that. There's always a silver lining, right?
It made Zoom take off.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't that ironic?
It's ironic, and it's so amazing to be doing business worldwide from the sanctity of your bedroom.
Yeah, and did you see how many people were from England today?
Yes.
There were several.
In my group, I have an international group, and we have over 500 members.
What group is this?
Mindset Maps International. You ever heard of them?
No.
It's a coaching group. It's international. It's a great, and I love Zooming with these people. India, Ukraine, Russia, China, Japan. It's just wonderful. It's real special.
Do me a big favor. Can you
Yes.
text me
Yes.
the name of that group?
Sure. Yeah, I will. Yeah, okay. And we should talk sometime soon about my next steps. My webinar is now coming up on the 21st. And I'm just trying to get some people, invited to it.
Well, we're sitting at the 15th, so we better get hopping on this.
Yeah. And you said you're looking at my connections to try to go through those. So is there anything else I can do for you to help you do anything like that?
Maybe figuring out how to get more targeted to get to results. In other words, picking better vocations to make connections to.
Well, right now I have founders and startup, and that's it. Founders and startups. It's been so hard for me to find potential clients that way. Because in LinkedIn, if you put in startups, you're not going to get very many, because people aren't started up yet, so they're not going to be on LinkedIn. And, again, I've been trying this for a long time and it hasn't worked for me. So founders, it seems like I've tried every possibility on LinkedIn. I don't know about hundreds, but at least 30 different titles.
Yeah, I'm making some notes here.
Oh, okay, thank you, Bob.
Yeah, because look, there's a lot of people on LinkedIn. And I think maybe if you're too targeted, you'll narrow the ability to grow.
Huh?
And that's something we might want to discuss.
Well, my system, my workshop with neurolinguistic programming and all the rest of it is good for any business, not just startups.
Sure it is. Absolutely.
So, yeah. And I just have to change the messaging for that then.
Yeah, and let's stay in communication so that we can, do feedback to each other of our thoughts.
Okay, yeah. Very
That's
good.
vital. That is vital.
Okay, yeah. The next week I have the 7 minutes to do to talk about myself.
Perfect.
So I'm going to, give a good description of what I do.
Yeah, no, that's perfect because
yeah, great. Yeah, I'm really glad I got that.
And if you want to bounce some ideas of what you talk about in the 7 minutes, get feedback, from a quote unquote a novice, that would make a heck of a difference. Well, yeah, we all get stuck. That's what I was saying earlier. We all get stuck like this with tunnel vision.
Yes.
Somebody talking that helps you get out of your mental jam.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Well, that's a big one right there of focusing on any business.
Right.
That can make the difference.
Yeah, and it's like I said, we all get trapped within our own minds, and sometimes getting outside of that mental box we have can springboard you. It's the little ideas that make the difference.
Yeah, I'll send you the description that I was intended to do today, that I'll do next week for my 7 minutes, and get your opinion of it. Is that okay?
Sure, I'd love to.
Scripted. I script everything.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And where are you going to send it to? You're going to write it
Now,
up?
what's your? I think your best one is your email, right? I use Gmail and go right directly to your email. Isn't that the best way of being with you? LinkedIn is good too, but
you can always send it to mycityalerts@gmail.com.
Mycity alerts. Oh, okay. I'll start using that. Okay, thank you.
And then let me know. Text me whatever that you did it.
And text you where?
To 310.
Oh, okay.
736.
Okay.
5787.
Well, that's really nice of you to give me your phone, and I'll use the messaging. I won't be calling you though, because I don't want to bother you too much. But I'll use the messaging. That's perfect.
Hey, listen, you're a client. Why would I not want to be bothered by a client? You're not a bother.
Bob.
You're a solution.
You're
if you think about it, everybody in this group, there were like 16 people, something like that in the group today.
Yeah.
Everyone has a problem, right? Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
And it's how do you address it? And what we tend to do is what I said earlier. We think like this.
Yeah.
That could solve it.
Well, you're an inspiration. Thank you.
Thank you. And you're very inspiring too, because you're a darn good listener.
Thank you.
We're trying to solve problems. You couldn't get in initially. I don't know why. What happened there?
I think it's because I needed to restart the computer. I think you're right.
Yeah. Well, I find that quite often.
Yeah.
I've been a techie forever.
Oh, you have? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, mentally, I think I've told you this. I used to work for Alexander Haig.
Yes, you did. You did.
Yeah, well, and I had 2 levels above top secret,
Yes.
and being able to get it off your chest, get the thoughts out. I was stationed in Norfolk, Virginia, and there was a full solar eclipse of the sun in on my birthday, March 7th. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was in this highly confidential building. It had no windows on it. So 10 o'clock in the morning, the full solar eclipse happened in Norfolk, Virginia. I
Huh.
went outside at 10 o'clock in the morning. It was pitch black.
I
Pitch.
don't. I can't remember where I was when that happened. I should remember.
Where were you living back then?
Maybe Arlington, Virginia. Remember, my dad was in the Pentagon,
Right. Well, I was south of that. I was
Norfolk.
in Norfolk,
Yeah, that's a naval base, right?
Uh, yeah, it was. I worked for the Supreme Allied Commander of the Atlantic, Alexander Haig,
Wow.
in his naval base, but it had no windows on it. So
Huh.
on my birthday, March 7th, I get to go walking outside and I'm looking up. It was pitch black. And that was on my birthday. And I'm sitting there, my 21st birthday, come to think of it.
21st,
And
youngin.
so what happened, from that, I got very inspired because I'm going outside. I'm in this top secret building. I'm reporting to Alexander Haig. And I figured that this was a positive omen for the rest of my life. That's the way I look at it.
Was it?
Oh yeah. Oh
Well,
my God.
he didn't get killed during the war, so that's a plus.
No, but I had 4 friends that were killed in Vietnam.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah.
I was right in the middle.
Yeah. Me too. Me
I'm
too.
76 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Me too.
it was crazy times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy times. This is the one year that they did away with the college deferment that I enlisted. I enlisted because I had no choice. It was either
What a war.
go to Vietnam or,
Yeah.
like I said,
Yeah.
four guys I knew
And
from high school that lost their lives in Vietnam.
I had friends too. We have a lot in common.
How old are you?
78.
Okay, so I'm 76, so you got 2 years on me.
Yeah. Yeah. But I feel you look very healthy. I'm on a big health binge thing now. I even take supplements to reverse aging,
Really?
like metformin. Yeah, there's a number of things now. I mean, it's not pie in the sky anymore.
This
there's all kinds
so
of stuff.
interesting you're talking about this. My wife is a patient advocate.
You mentioned that, yes.
Yeah, and she knows more about medicine. She saved my life in 2008 when
Wow.
an infectious disease guy told me I only had a 5% chance of making it.
Oh my gosh, Bob.
Yeah, and I'm here. I'm here.
Wow.
And I call my wife my best buddy.
Wow.
We're
Yeah.
best friends. She says if she's in the background, she says, if you talk any louder, you won't have a best buddy anymore.
She might remember who I am because I've talked to you guys before. I've never seen her though. No, you have to show her.
She's very pretty. Even
Yeah,
at her
yeah.
senior age, she's very pretty.
Well, we can get younger starting tomorrow. I mean, I really believe that.
Oh, I'm never going to grow up.
Yeah. Me neither. Oh, that's the key. If you wake up in the morning with child energy and thinking how to do things and can't wait to explore, like children. I used to be a teacher, like young children. It changes your outlook on life completely.
What grades do you teach?
I taught Montessori, which is for 3 and 5-year-olds.
Oh.
And my sons, I have 2 sons, and I sent them through that school that I was teaching at. And it changed, it gave them a foundation for life they still have. They're 50 now, twin boys. And they
Oh, wow.
still, that foundation they had then was given to them, they still have, which is basically, we taught 3, 5, and 6-year-olds how to be responsible and to trust themselves.
I love this.
It's a really amazing program. I like it. I like psychology and education. That's kind of my two things. So yeah.
Listen, and we never stop learning. That's
Never stop learning. No.
You ever turn your brain off?
Never. Well,
Oh, same here.
yeah, I know. Yeah. And yeah. I'm also involved with growth mindset ideas too, because Carol Dweck was close to me. I met her. She's from Stanford, and I was in Palo Alto. I was 3 blocks living away from Steve Jobs. I think I told you that.
Yes.
And I knew him when he was building the first Apple in his garage.
With Wozniak.
Yeah. And I got to know Wozniak just a bit. My sons knew Steve Jobs a lot better because one of them owns half of a family spa in Palo Alto, which is real ritzy. And he would go there all the time with girlfriends. And so hero of mine.
I miss the Bay Area. I really.
Oh yeah, oh man. We talked about this.
Yes.
You're gonna come here. We're gonna go down to that great God. I can't remember the name right now. Buena Vista.
Yep.
I like the steak and eggs.
Yeah, I always remember sitting at round tables.
Yeah.
And the bartender that I used to love had a big white Fu Manchu. I think I mentioned that.
You did, yeah. I never saw him. I don't know why.
And he passed away.
Yeah.
When he passed away, I was devastated because I used to go there just to see him.
Really.
Drink beer, and have a good time. Then we'd go down to the wharf, and I love crab. So
Me
we
too.
would always have crab. We'd stay. My wife and I would stay in Sausalito.
Fantastic. It's beautiful here. Sausalito. I would like to end up living in Sausalito, actually, or Tiburon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 We have some good friends that live in Tiburon.
Yeah. That's so beautiful. I was watching Streets of San Francisco one time. Remember that movie?
Oh, my God.
The TV show?
Yes.
And
I loved that show. I miss it.
Malden was walking along the wharf.
Carl Malden?
Yeah. I met him. I walked past him one time and just said hi. They're making the TV show, but they showed this on one of the shows. He walked past the wharf and he walked under the wharf and took an oyster from underneath the wharf, walked back up on the sidewalk and cracked it and slurped it up. And I'm wondering,
did you do that?
You probably saw it. And I'm wondering if you can do that. Yeah, San Francisco, under the wharf. You can take an oyster out, crack it open, and slurp it down. I want to do that. I want to try that.
I still love Lombard Street.
Yes. Well, I'm just 3 blocks from Lombard Street.
We're gonna have to make it up there. I mean,
yeah.
That's a must.
Yeah. I have an apartment that's on Union and Larkin, so it's right on Russian Hill.
I know exactly where you're talking.
And it's a large apartment. You and your wife are welcome to stay if you'd like. You'd have to bring a sleeping mat though, because I live by myself and I have a huge bed, but I don't have any other beds. So
you want to sleep with my wife? Go ahead.
No. We're going to talk about that sometime. I'm divorced now because of that.
I usually introduce her as my future ex-wife.
Oh, it's amazing when you can stay together like you have. It's just fantastic.
Yeah.
It's such a great gift.
Yeah, and just to have a friend.
Yes.
So many years.
Yeah, somebody to watch your back.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, right?
Wash it or watch it?
Well, watch it, but wash it would be nice too.
Yeah, God almighty. This is funny. Unbelievable.
Well, I think we've got next steps with my stuff. So I'll send you what I might say next week and see it because I put you into it. You're part of my pitch.
I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay, very good. Okay. Thanks, Bob. It's great to see you. I'm glad I got in here. This is worth it. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad we're neighbors.
Yeah, me. Yes. Yeah. I'll be seeing you again very soon.
Carl Malden and who was he?
Oh boy, Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas.
Yeah. Yeah. He's still working.
Yeah. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. Yeah. It's unbelievable.
He's one of my favorites. And Kirk Douglas was great.
Oh yeah. Oh
he had, obviously Spartacus, but a lot of good stuff he did. He started out as a gym on a flying trapeze, as you probably know.
Yes, I
and in reality, a flying trapeze guy.
Yeah. It's good to have a little history with a friend.
It is. It is. I think we probably remember the same things. I mean, we grew up with Westerns for one thing.
Yeah, I love Lombard Street.
Yeah. Me too.
All the windy roads going
down.
Down.
It's still great. The people that live along it really keep it up. A lot of flowers.
Yes.
They don't mind if there's honking sometimes. The neighbors are really cool, really good.
Yeah, I love it. I'm so jealous.
Well, you have a great place. I forget where you live though. Los Angeles,
living in Palm Springs, Rancho.
Yes, Palm Springs. Oh, that has a great reputation.
Oh,
man.
Yeah.
Palm trees.
My wife never wants to leave here.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, and the weather's always good, right? Or is it gets hot sometimes? Probably.
Well, it's hot. It's over 100 now, 105.
Yeah.
But hey, there's whoever invented air conditioning. God bless them.
Yeah.
Still alive.
Yeah. Yeah, probably some guy or some woman even maybe just sitting around their house, just totally boiling, just sweating and thinking there must be a way to get some cool air in here. And
so thinking, how hot is it there right now?
68. Very hot, very burning. It's just burning,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
68, God. And my wife loves the heat. She loves it over 100, and I'm sitting there going,
"Oh, really? Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you get that kind of heat that's really feels good is in North Africa. Have you ever been to North Africa?
No, never.
Really great visit. Tunis, Algeria, even though that's kind of dangerous. But the heat is real dry, but it's very hot. It's really, really sweet, real nice, real desert heat.
Well, with my 101-year-old mother-in-law.
All right.
I mean, how much longer is she going to make it? And then she's left her house to us.
Oh, nice.
Worth millions,
Oh, very, very nice, Bob. Oh, that's a sweet deal.
She's a doll. She's a doll. But my mother-in-law was always a very miserable person.
Really?
So the first thing I learned to do with her, this is going back 45, 46 years.
Yes.
Put a vodka in her hand and say something funny. She would laugh and she was good for the rest of the evening.
What did you put in her hand?
A vodka.
Oh, vodka. That's what that generation, that's the only thing that generation had, those poor people. Now we have all the drugs would ever want, if we want.
Yeah.
So different, my mother was an alcoholic. She was real small and she was a vodka alcoholic.
Out of where was she living?